Greetings, fellow scribes! Welcome back to the archive. This week, I bring you a look at a fun casual card game, Redshirts. Redshirts is brought to you by the brilliant mind of the legendary Jonathan Skippy Schwartz of Skippy's List fame. Link will be in the description for those who are unfamiliar with the legendary Skippy's List. And it is a game where you are the captain, and your mission is to kill off your crew in hilarious ways. So sit back, relax, and enjoy as we talk about Redshirts. So Redshirts is, as I mentioned, a casual card game. You know, casual card games, we're all going to sit around and screw each other over to try and come out ahead ourselves. The thing that makes Redshirts even more interesting is you don't screw over each other by making them fail things. You screw over your fellow players by helping them succeed. Yeah. So, basically, here's how Redshirts goes. You start off by dealing 5 cards from the Commander's Log deck, the big, thick deck, to all players involved. Then, you deal 4 Redshirts from the Redshirt deck. These go face up. These let you know what everyone has for their crew members. You know, the people you're supposed to be getting killed off. Now, I pulled some notable Redshirts out ahead of this just to go some examples. Cadet Kawa. My lighting is horrible for this, but she's a tactical antennan because Paramount wouldn't let them use other names. Cabin Boy, Master of Diplomacy. Kesley Woosher, Boy Genius. He has all the skills. Of course, you have Lieutenant Alexander. Kill any Redshirt in place of Lieutenant Alexander. And you have part of the, if you do things really, really right, instant win of the game in one turn. Lieutenant Tiberius. His ability is, if Tiberius fails a mission, in addition, kill any Redshirt. Alright, and yes, what you are trying to do is you are trying to fail missions. Almost every mission has as its fail condition, kill this Redshirt. And basically, here's what happens. When you attempt a mission, and you must attempt a mission you have been dealt, note, you can play it on yourself, you can play a mission on another player. Because from your hand, you get to do all of the following as often as you want. Add an equipment card from your hand to any Redshirt in play. Add a location card from your hand to any away team, that's any other player's cards, removing any location that is in that current away team, play an event card, assign a mission from your hand to any player that does not currently have a mission, zap, and basically here's what zapping is. Unzapped, zapped. Zap one red shirt to attempt a mission that has been assigned to you. And you can only do this once per turn. And zap one red shirt to go to the ready room. When you go to the ready room, you discard any number of cards and then draw the same number. And you can only do that once per turn. And then, at the end of your turn, you draw until you have 5 cards in your hand, and then you end your turn. If you have 5 or more cards in your hand, you cannot draw them again. And yes, at the start of the turn, you unzap all your currently zapped red shirts. Now, there are 5 types of cards in the game. Red shirts, your people you're trying to kill. Locations, such as enlisted showers. Remove infiltration, and the away team loses infiltration and discards all equipment. Missions, such as ambush the enemy. Requires tactical to attempt and stealth to succeed. Fail, kill this red shirt. Succeed, draw 2. Events, such as Deja Vu? Take a location from the discard pile and add it to your hand. Or EMP Blast. Discard all equipment in play. Or Captain James T. Sideslinger saves the day. Remove any red shirt from a mission. And, of course, equipment. Equipment tends to just give you extra skills, such as the Sonic Socket Wrench, which gives you science, tactical, and engineering, and the Combat Wheelchair, which gives you tactical and engineering. And basically, here's how play goes. It's on my turn. I will look at my 5 cards from my hand, assuming it's first turn, and I'm going to assign a mission. Maybe I'm going to assign it to myself. Maybe I'm going to assign it to someone else. Depends on if I think that I can benefit from them succeeding or failing. Or maybe it's a mission where I'm going to assign them a mission where they can't fail. And, by the way, you have to attempt the mission that's on you. Of course, I can assign a mission to myself, too. One that I know I can attempt, but can't succeed. You can then play... Now then, I go to attempt a mission. And other players get to play cards to try and, well, keep me from failing. Like, I'm going to go over what is quite possibly the ultimate combo here. Let's say I have Lieutenant Tiberius. I'm going to play my mission on myself, the mission, Fix the exhaust port before some redneck drops a torpedo down it. This is a really good mission because its failure is kill this red shirt plus any other red shirt. Okay. Now I assign Tiberius to do that mission because it doesn't have any requirements. And I need to make sure, though, one of my other red shirts, let's say I had Ensign McDougal, who has engineering and science. By having her in play means I don't suffer the penalty for failing the mission of having to draw another red shirt. So Tiberius does not have mechanics, which is required for the success of fix the exhaust port before some redneck drops a torpedo down it. So I'm going to kill Tiberius and one other red shirt for the mission itself. Then Tiberius's ability, that if he fails the mission, he kills another red shirt, kicks in. So we're going to assume at this point things have been set up in such a way that I've ended with, I have what I can succeed the mission with in hand or in play, so I don't have to draw another red shirt after I fail the mission. And then I play the ultimate event. Not my problem anymore. Move any red shirt from one player to another. And so, out of my 4 starting red shirts, I've just removed 3 from the mission. And now, I move my last red shirt to somebody else. And thus, I have ended the game and ended my turn with no red shirts in hand. No red shirts in my away team. And thus, I would have won the game. But that is like a god hand of combination. It's extremely unlikely you're going to end up with that. So what's going to end up happening is you're going to have to be trying to find ways to fail your missions while making your opponent succeed theirs. Now, maybe, let's say I was one of the opponents and someone played Lieutenant Tiberius on that mission. Well, I'm going to play on Lieutenant Tiberius the sonic socket wrench. I'm going to give him equipment that gives him mechanics and gives him engineering, so he'll be able to succeed that mission. Which, of course, means that his player will get to draw until they have 6 cards. Yeah. That's sort of how it plays. It's fairly fast-paced, fairly dirty pool type game. Except you're not trying to make your people fail, you're trying to make your enemies succeed. Because by succeeding, they don't lose anyone. And that is Red Shirts in a nutshell. Now, next week, I'm going to talk about another casual card game. Get some. So until then, I'd like you all to remember to have fun and keep gaming.